Time Zones, your book review podcast. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, this is Renee.
I'm Talisha.
This is Bridget.
And this is episode 8 of Same Book, 3 Time Zones. Our book of the month for August is Plus by Sabrina B. Scales. Again, this is a first read for us from this author, which was like really cool because this is a Houston-based book, and I don't know, I didn't know that until we got to it.
H-Town, hometown.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was a plus. That was a bonus. So I was excited about that. So yeah, we'll just get on into the book and what we thought about it from the jump. We'll start with it was a lot of serious, personal, family, like dark issues.
Roller coaster. Yes, yeah.
How do you say it was just a lot of stuff, some deep stuff, that tear a lot of people down in this life.
Yes.
So we get to meet some very strong individuals in this journey of this book. So we'll start off with the prologue where they had Tashina, who was 60 years old, found out she was pregnant and didn't want to reveal who the dad was. And then, we also found out that her mom had passed away and her dad just straight up just said, your mama dead. And that's it.
Right.
No sugar coating and no, being sad about it. And then her Aunt Rhonda took her in. Then we found out about Kenny.
McKinley.
Well, McKinley. He was also 16 and he was like hungry. You found out his mom's on drugs. His dad's in jail and he was coming to like the main, I don't know what you call him, drug dealer in their little spot or whatever, trying to get a job because he needs some money to eat.
Right.
But luckily his dad got, word out for them to look out for his son, and he didn't have to do that. Was known for rapping and, doing like little rap battles and stuff. And that saved him that day. He got a little money, he got a little money from the drug dealer. Say, look, do what you do your rapping. We got you, all you owe us is not have that stupid name. What they said, arithmetic. Name himself arithmetic. But they gave him the name Plus, and it was like, as long as you name yourself Plus, and when you make it out, then that's all you owe us. And that's where Plus came from.
Question, ladies. So when we found out she was pregnant, my first thought was that it was her aunt's boyfriend or husband. That's what I thought it was.
Really?
I thought it was the daddy.
Oh.
I thought the daddy did it since he was really the only one. The mom was gone. I thought it was the daddy.
I didn't think it was him because I thought he was just a deadbeat because he just gave her away. Like, your mama dead, so get out. And he like gave her to her aunt. So I just felt like he wasn't, I thought he wasn't shit. And I was just like, I don't like him. And I still don't like him. And I thought, that's my first thought was that it was the aunt's boyfriend or husband, because it never like said if she had anybody at the beginning.
Yeah.
And we found out, well, y'all know we found out, but like that was my initial thought was that's who the daddy was. That's why she won't say nothing in the clinic. And then with Plus, my first initial thought was his dad wasn't shit, because I was just like, where's dad at? Like, he getting mad because they mentioned his dad, and he, and it's just like, I immediately thought different about his dad because his dad didn't want him to be in that lifestyle that he was in. So I was like, that's cool, because at least you care that you don't want your son in that, and you told them don't, and they got enough respect for you not to, let your, son sell drugs. So I thought that was cool. So I like his daddy.
Yeah.
You like it?
But yeah.
Yeah, like the fact that his dad had that pull and, they had enough respect for him to, like, not actually let his son get into that game. Because they could have been like, man, whatever, more money for them. But, I mean, you got to respect the criminal in that scene. Cause,
respect and like, not like, but maybe respect.
Just respecting for not, taking him in that way. But for some reason, I thought it was Kenny at first because it was just like, this is how her story is and this is how his story is. I assumed they're both 16-year-old kids. I just thought they were connected all the way, but they didn't say anything. I was like, oh, maybe it ain't him. Maybe that was my first thought when it said Tashina and then it said Kenny. I was like, oh, he go to daddy. But I was like, oh, no, it ain't. They didn't even mention that they knew each other at that point.
I thought that wasn't my initial thought. My initial thought was it was her her boyfriend, like the aunt's boyfriend or something. Like
Yeah.
I always thought it was an older dude that raped her. Like that was just my initial thought, just because this stuff happened all the time in this crazy world, and a lot of girls don't say nothing. But anyways, that's what I thought. But I did think it was plus after when she had her daughter, they were like doing like this music stuff with him, and I was like,
oh yeah,
is it him then?
right?
I think it's him because he had found out that the aunt only had one boyfriend, and the dude looked at her one nasty
she was
way.
ready to kill him.
I was like, yes, like so many women don't protect their girls, and like I just love her aunt. I was like, how could I have a mom like her? I cried, and I had to pause for a minute because I just really love people that protect their girls. But anyways, so yeah, I thought it was plus after I found out it wasn't the aunt's boyfriend.
Never. Plus, no, never. I can't believe y'all.
Because when you found out they did have intercourse, I was like, dang, did she have the baby and didn't say nothing to him? I was like, but like, yeah, I thought it was him.
They didn't have sex. All they did was kiss.
Yeah, all they did was kiss. But like,
oh yeah, okay, but yes, they did just kiss. But when at the initial when she say they did have like some type of connection, that's what I thought. Like,
yeah, because it was like their chemistry too. Because you could tell, okay, they both were attracted to each other. They both were feeling each other, and like their little chemistry together at that event when he was like I guess sharing that he's doing some type of academy for these kids for the music stuff. But when I realized like her daughter was in it, then I was like,
she's like, take care of my daughter. I was like,
that's not his kid.
I thought it was. I was like, dang, is it his kid and he don't know?
But the way he was acting with her, like he just wanted her so bad. I was like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah. I wonder what kind of relationship did they have back then? Because
it had to be something. But it wasn't what we thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have, we basically are thrown into, plus knowing that he's like this big time artist, rap artist. They say he's like the nephew of Houston or something like that, and he's starting this little academy that has like 5 different artists, and to Shashina's daughter Taya, however you want to say it. Taya. Okay, so she's one of the artists who's going to be a part of this group, The Crew, and it was kind of cute how they were basically describing all the artists and stuff. But I wonder if she can sing. Can she sing? They never said she could sing.
Oh, Shashina?
Yeah, she probably could, right? I don't know. She got
you said the mom, right?
Yeah.
I thought they said she could sing. Like I thought he said that her daughter reminded him of her.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Maybe, yeah. But she never sung though.
No, I just thought he had mentioned it at the beginning, like when they were initially introducing all 5 of them.
Yeah. Okay, so this is when we found out that like he's doing this whole academy, and these 5 kids about to go to like some compound or whatever for however long. So her daughter, for the first time, and I don't know, forever, is going to be away from her, and that's all she's had for, how old is she, like 21, 22, I think?
Who? The daughter?
I think the daughter's 22.
I think she's 22.
Yeah. Okay. So it's been just Tashina and her daughter all this time. We found out she really didn't have many relationships, probably like one, but it didn't really work. But yeah, we met Mona Chase. We could talk about her later, but we met her before we met Tashina. Well, in the actual part of the book. I ain't like her.
No.
I didn't like her from the beginning. And then like you said, it was rumored for them to have been together and stuff. But she seemed like, I guess for what she did, her job, she seemed like she missed it.
Right. I guess she got to be in that career, but I still didn't like her.
No, she ain't got to be like that. But okay, so Plus and Tashina are feeling each other. They were dancing and stuff, and once the party's over, she's calling or getting an Uber or somebody to come take her home, and he wanted to do that for her. Of course, she was. I know it says she was stubborn, but she sure did write that out really good, because that was so hard-headed.
Hard-headed, stubborn, all that. She was getting on my nerve. I loved her, but she was getting on my nerves. She never wanted nobody to do nothing.
No, right? She was really true to that.
INDEP.
Girl, she was,
Yeah.
she was getting on my nerves a lot. You ain't gotta be that hard though. But
Right. You, I could do it myself. Thank you.
all he doing is offering you a ride home, girl. Stop playing.
That's it.
She knows she wanted that ride. Stop acting like y'all. It's funny when you know they like them, but they just working so hard to just.
Why though? Why? Golly, just speak what you feel, girl. He sure did, and that's what I loved about him.
She loves some Kenny. Okay, so he finally wins over, and he gets to take her home. Later on, like I guess in their little conversation or whatever, she get a knock on the door. The little girl actually walked in the house, didn't she? Bella.
Yeah, she walked in. Bella walked in.
She knocked, didn't walk. Yeah, walked in.
The brother knocked.
Like, you know, people know you, and they just walk up in your house like that. And whatever her little famous grilled cheese sandwiches. I don't know how you make a grilled cheese sandwich in a famous way.
Crispy. She said crispy.
She put a little sugar on it, girl.
Did she say that? She said the secret?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if that was, maybe that's the secret, but she did say that she is sweet.
Man, whatever. My grilled cheese is the bomb. I don't know what. No. I use that. I got this garlic butter that I got from the stuff.
Mm.
It's so good. But yeah, so I thought that was really a cool moment to see that she's almost like a second mom to these kids who
Yeah.
It's sad because I think the son was what, like 14-ish, and he has to really watch out for his little sister because his mom works so much because she's a single mom.
Yeah.
Man, that touched because that happens every day in the hood.
Thank you. It was like it was a lot of realness in this story, not only like where they were when they lived, people and the struggles that they go through. Like these things are not just made up stuff. This stuff happens like everywhere, and it's ridiculous, but it's part of life. But yeah, so he's like her caretaker or whatever, but they come to Sheena and Taya. So that was, that was their family. So it's, in a sense, they were safe with them. But, when they weren't around, somebody else was. But I like that. And when the little girl came in and she was just starstruck. Oh,
yeah. I could just see her.
I can see it too. So cute. And then the brother come after that. And then he's like, So I like that part. And I like that. Plus, or Kenny wasn't. He was real. He was just like
down to earth.
Yeah. It was he really cares. Even notice the kids, talk to the kids, sit down and chill and stuff. Not trying to like, let me bounce. You got all these kids around you.
Right.
I mean, that says he likes her, but still, he still didn't like just try to run off because people are like coming. And I thought more people was gonna show up, to be honest. When I saw them kids, like, who else coming? But I thought that was cute.
It was, yep.
All right, so we found out that Tashina's a social worker or a supervisor, social worker.
Yeah, supervisor. Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting too. Like she, they said that she could have moved out of the hood, but she didn't. She stayed in her mom's house, right? She was able to stay in her mom's house. Yeah. That was pretty cool too.
I wouldn't have done that.
Her mama died. Oh, you talking about staying in the hood?
Yeah, I wouldn't have stayed in the hood. But I do see like being like a social worker, like just because when you I feel like when you really care, like that's real good. Like I could see myself doing that. But staying in the hood, gotta move away.
She grew up there. She grew up there, so it wasn't nothing. She didn't sound like it was a scary place or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, it is like somebody that starts shooting out of the blue all the time and nothing like that. But it wasn't the safest. But we've all lived in neighborhoods that weren't the safest.
Right.
Y'all know it wasn't safe because when he didn't come with no what's that called? He didn't come with no security. She was like, hey,
because he was famous. No,
this ain't safe.
Because of his status.
But you okay?
That's different.
It's the hood.
They would come. That wasn't coming to harm him. They was just coming to love upon him. All would have.
No, that ain't what she said. It was about
money worth.
Well, I mean,
it was the hood.
But okay, for him it may not be safe, but for us, we could go all of it. I wouldn't live back in the places that I lived in growing up now. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't have my kids living there either. But
That's
all
what I'm
we
saying.
had.
I wouldn't live there. Me and my kids not living there. If I can,
if you can get out.
If I can get out, I'm gonna get out.
But it wasn't like she was in the projects.
She was in the projects.
No, she wasn't.
She was in the hood.
That's like my mama house.
That's the hood.
My mom don't live in no hood.
Yes, she do.
No, she don't.
Gotta do this. Everybody's found around when I was.
Look at the schools. All you gotta do is look at the schools. Let's look up. Let's Google Brygate real quick.
Hey, bro.
Wasn't nothing wrong with Villa Ridge. Ain't nothing wrong with Villa Ridge.
Look it up. Yes, it is. That's the hood.
It is not.
What's wrong with Rilla Ridge?
You know
So at
what?
least you don't know what the hood is.
I went to Rilla Ridge and it was something wrong with it.
Is that you say it wasn't nothing?
It was something wrong with it. It was fights all the daggone time. People threw desks over the balcony when kids are eating lunch.
But if you listen,
It
you
was
gonna move back over there.
I don't have a problem with Ridgemont. Now going into South Park, now that is the hood in one of them third wards and all of that. That's the hood. Y'all
they was
know
in third ward.
where they at? They ain't no hood.
They were
But
in.
you-
That's what she was, right? That's where they came from. They were in third.
Yeah, third ward.
She ain't lived in no project.
You ain't gotta live in a project building for it to be. No.
You just contradicted yourself, and we done with this.
Well,
Let's
no.
continue.
No, I'm sorry. It ain't gotta be the projects to be the
She
hood.
lived in no projects. That's what I said at first. She lived in the projects, and then I said she lived in the hood.
She does. She does live in the hood, but it ain't. It's not.
I'm saying,
I
I
done been in
salute
a
her
place where we had
job.
family living in the projects. I've been there. I slept there. I ain't feel safe, but I was alright.
Right.
Okay, people was crazy, but we still made it by the grace of God. But see, she probably a step up from the project.
Yeah.
But it was still the hood. All right, let's get off of that.
Okay. All right.
But I salute her job. I couldn't do the I couldn't do the living there.
But okay, so she has her assistant, and she, it just gets like a little glimpse, like social workers are always basically overworked, and it's not enough people. There's so many cases and so many kids, and homes and things that are unstable, and the workload was what we'd expect for social workers.
The boy came to her job.
Yeah, Brian came to her job. And that's when we find out that Kirsten, their mother, who always is at work, is at home ready to shoot up her boyfriend, which Tashina didn't even know she had a boyfriend.
Right. That's why she came in real late. Late.
Exactly. So she didn't even know about this guy at all. So of course she didn't know who he was. And the boy, he's trying to protect his mom. Like, he wants her to stop this because he also knows what Tashina knows. If she goes through with this, she's going to prison. And then what's going to happen to her kids, Like, if he needed a moment, we all would want to kill him, want to murder.
Oh, no doubt.
A lot of women tell you lying.
Well, some people do that, but if you really love your children, then
Yeah.
like we would want to do the same thing. And I see, because
I might would have did it.
Brian telling her that this guy, molested his little sister Bella, and to her, knowing her story, I know that's like, oh my God, that hits to the core. It would hit anybody, but for somebody who actually went through it, like, come on, man. And she's a baby. You shouldn't do that to nobody, but it's like, you're just freaking baby. So yeah, like her first thing is to try to get there first and try to stop their mother from basically throwing her life away, and when you can like be there for your kids and protect them from this ever happening again.
Gotta really hurt her too, because like for her not to tell and then to be the same man, like dang. And
like I didn't even.
Not only is it like the same man, it's like a girl that you like know and love, like. It hurts for any kid to be hurt, but it's like it's so close to you, like it just came all in a circle.
I wonder what she felt when that man walked through the door after she was trying to talk Kirsten off, the bridge or whatever. But when he walked through that door and you see,
she was just like, "I'll kill him for you. Give me that."
Right? I got you. Give me the gun, okay? My child grown.
About that. I never thought about that. I never thought about her seeing him.
Yeah. Because he walked in and she said something about his bald head or something. But that was all we got until like next chapter or whatever, when we realized, first of all, that this guy is Kenny's first cousin. And second, that, you know, I'm mad. Why did he have to be his cousin? Like, I'm mad at that part too.
And then I don't like Kenny because like you saw so much shit as a kid and you ain't say nothing. Like you the reason
when
too.
You're
like you
when you're a kid, I mean, like
it's different, man.
It is so different. I mean, like I was mad at him too. Like, how could you see the little girl being raped and you know? I mean, but the mindset, your mindset, you know.
I mean,
he know that his cousin is crazy.
Yeah,
and would do anything. So he was scared.
He was like, who was he talking to? His mom about it? He was talking to somebody about it. And when they were saying, like, you know, like everybody kind of knew that he was they knew what the man was. And it's almost like nobody said anything. Like, not even just him when he was a kid. And even as an adult, never saying nothing. But
stuff under the rug.
Other adults, like his mother, like his aunt, the Rodney's mom, like every other family members, like, you know, he's a creep. You know, he does these things. He's gotten in trouble for it before, but I guess, I don't know if he didn't go to prison or whatever. But for him to still be walking the streets. But he said, like, all he did was, like, keep his distance from him because he know what type of dude he is. Keep your distance. And that's just not enough to me. Like,
it's not. And it's like, even as a kid, like I saw stuff and I told, and I was told that I was lying, but still, like, even, like, I don't know. I get what when he said like he would feel like they would probably tell him he was lying, and like that could possibly be the case. But still, you still should have tried to say something.
Try.
I
Yeah.
know you tried. Like,
Agree.
Like since that, like all the good stuff about him in the book, I just couldn't get over him not saying nothing. Like,
yeah, it's like So I guess like that's where it came from.
Not saying nothing.
So yeah, so we found out about Rodney. We found out that's his family, and then what's her name? Tashina wanted to go to the compound to let Taya know about, you know, what was going on with Bella, and then he was all excited. Kenny was excited, whatever. Had planned this whole little cute little date. And who got a skating ring first of all in the house?
A skating ring! I'm like, oh my god!
But yeah, so they did the whole little cute date
got
thing.
money.
But that wasn't. I thought that wasn't his.
What, the compound?
Yeah, that was his. I thought that was somebody else's.
I thought it was the lady, or maybe it was someplace they went next. Was the lady?
Yeah, the Miss Opal.
Yeah, I thought that was his.
I think it belonged. Oh, okay. But anyway, we also found out when he did the plan his date that he had, I guess, a working program with like the high school students, because he has young girl like doing the concessions and stuff. So we learned that he does give back to the community in many different ways, and he's still working on doing more and more. But that's when I think that scene was when, well, it was right before she told him that his cousin raped her at that party that he took her to.
That was tough.
That was all of it because she was real guarded a lot, and he didn't understand it, right? And then he was like really pushing for her to like talk to him, and then she finally just told him what happened because he didn't know. It was like he knows something happened at that party.
Right.
How you didn't catch that? You know,
you know who he is because you just seen all this shit. Like,
like you knew his
sister. What do you think? Like,
but yeah. So he found out that his cousin is the one who's Taya's dad and who raped her that night, and why she was like acting weird on the way home with him, and basically kind of like never talked to him for, you know.
But they both broke down though.
No, yeah, I mean, and
didn't he break down that night?
Huh?
Didn't he tell his story that night?
He did. I was gonna say that. Yeah, because after she did that, like she went to her room or whatever, and then he couldn't like let it go. He had to go talk to her or whatever, and then he broke down and told her, you know, the stuff that he saw Rodney do to Rodney's own little sister in front of him. And I think she killed herself, right?
Yeah, he was 12.
Yeah, that was a lot. So he witnessed him doing that to his little sister, and as a kid, he didn't say anything, and as an adult, he just kept his distance. But you not saying nothing, he's still out there. He's still able to do that to other people. So I think that was, I know, like Talisha, how you saying like that's still, and then he felt guilty for not saying anything. He felt bad.
Right. He did.
Not guilty enough to speak up. So
well,
it's hard for people to speak up. I mean, you know, even when it's you, it's hard for the person who was hurt to speak up. So for somebody to see it, I mean, I can imagine it'll be hard for them too, even though the trauma wasn't being done to them. But seeing it, that's tough too.
I know people who like they just don't tell, and they don't say anything about stuff like that, or that's
why a lot of people continue to get hurt, because people
they're hurting themselves. You know, like everybody isn't so like so a lot of people, they internalize things and it eats them up. It destroys them. And they don't have the strength sometimes. Like everybody does not have that strength. They don't know what's going to happen. They don't know if what they're going to say is going to stop anything, is going to help anything.
Right.
I mean, you have to think about the person, because everybody is not just so, I saw this happen, this going to like this, or this happened to me. Oh my, like everybody does not have that strength. And I pray to God that people can. Even for reading something like this, like you just, I don't even know how to have somebody do that, but everybody does not have that. And I know that it can eat it forever if they don't.
Forever. I mean, because the distance, the time in between, you would think, like you said, it happened so long ago. I mean.
It's because you're not taking yourself back there, though.
Who you going, right, taking yourself back, right. Yeah, so, I mean. Yeah.
I didn't agree with it, but I was never in that position, because it's stuff that happened around me or to me that I've never said. I mean, not like, but things, you know, like I still haven't said. I don't know why we do that. Maybe it's to protect our protectors, because sometimes I can't even say. I'm sorry.
Or yourself, you know, to be seen in that predicament, in that situation. Oh, that it happened to you. Sometimes people don't want other people to know that it happened to them.
Yeah. But on the other end, you know, it's like sometimes if you do speak up, you can help somebody else. Or
exactly.
Oh, yeah, definitely that.
It's just and sometimes they may tell the people who are closest to them to protect them, but they won't like blast it out to the world. You know what I mean? Or
he didn't tell nobody.
He didn't.
No respect.
All he did was tell her. I assume.
And he wouldn't have told her if she didn't tell him her story. Like,
that's probably.
I just don't like him, even though he did a lot of good stuff afterwards. I guess
he probably wouldn't have said nothing.
I love McKinney.
Yeah, I don't like him.
That part you got to kind of, you know. Well, I mean, because it's like you have to
get over it.
About what people internalize and what they're going through inside, and just keep on moving on.
He could have saved Bella. He could have saved her.
A lot of some other because I think
he could have saved his cousin from committing suicide if it didn't constantly happen to her over and over. Like, anyways, okay, so
after they both let off all this heaviness and all this seriousness about Rodney and the things that he's done,
I thought they just wasn't gonna make it, because it's just too much hurt there, and it's just like it's just too much, and it's just like I just wouldn't even want to be around him, because it's just like I would have blamed him, like
But she never thought that. She never once thought to blame him. Never.
He didn't do it.
Yeah, she was hugging him and stuff after I was like, girl, we are not the same.
I wouldn't have been hugging him and all the stuff like that, but it's different. I mean, his hurt. I guess she put herself in his shoes, even though she was hurt by him as well. But for him,
I would have been like, so you saw and I just would have been like, I don't have no respect for you. I cannot be around you. Just get out.
But he didn't do it though. He didn't do it. He was a kid.
Oh, okay. He was
a kid then too. He was scared. I wouldn't have. I don't know. I don't think I would have blamed him.
even after, I know, like, we'll get to the story, but even after his cousin, like, committed suicide from what her brother was doing to him, and even at that point, if he would have said something.
Exactly. Like,
but if he would have said something, my question is, what would have happened? Would he have gone to jail for it? Like, what would have happened at that point if he would have said something? Because it seems like not even him, he's a child, but it seems like his family would have protected that man because no one said anything. He was a kid. The adults knew that too.
I don't think his mom would have protected him.
No.
Like
who mom?
Kenny's mom, because she
but
she wholeheartedly felt like the dude should have been in jail and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
but she was on drugs. But she would have like.
Yeah, she was on drugs.
Like, but the boy's actual mom and like other like, I wonder what they could have done if they did know.
When the girl died, when she killed herself, what could they have done? Would have been what? I mean, because she was gone, the girl was gone, but all they had was Kenny.
Like, what
saying that he did it.
I mean, if it was said beforehand, I mean, would she have come forward? Because you do have to, to state that, you have to be the witness to that if you're the person who's been hurt, for the person to be charged and go to jail and all the whole process of that. And it could have been said and done, and then nothing would have been done to the boy. It's like different things. I don't know if they thought about this kind of stuff. But I mean, what, is he gonna be banished from the family to still do what he wants to do? But like I don't know what it should have happened before the girl killed herself.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I would have felt better if you would have said something, because like, yes, it's times where you say something and people will tell you lying or something, but like, for you not to
believe you, like, justice is not always, it doesn't always happen. Even if they do believe you and try to go to the police or whatever, I don't know. He should have went to prison, like the mama said. Like, they should. I wish that's what would have happened. Because I believe if that would have happened, then Tashina would have gotten, because this is before. Yeah, because he was a kid. He was younger than 16. So it would have never happened to her, if they stopped that. But that's a real, it's a real issue, like, in life, period. In all of that. I really hate that. But it was really deep, and I felt like it was like just like snapped on, touched on like a quick second, and then went to sex and stuff, distracting us from from the seriousness of that issue on both sides. Her being raped by him, and then him witnessing that and not saying anything as a child or until now. He's almost 40, and then
well, some people find comfort in sex, so maybe that was right in line. I guess I don't know.
But I don't know how you go from that and then go ahead and doing the thing.
I'm that fortunate.
But that's what
I don't know either. Yeah.
And so to switch boats like that, from that to that. So what do y'all think about her saying that she was
celibate?
Yeah.
Girl, she wasn't no celibate with that man, because celibacy can't do nothing like that. Ain't nothing past kissing and dry humping. Ain't no. And then she gonna call her friend foul and talk about sex. Yeah, fool.
Well, you can't get pregnant with oral sex, so it's not sex.
It is sex. Please.
I would have called her too. Is it? Because I can't get pregnant with it, so
you have to validate yourself from somebody to tell you that you are okay with what you just broke your celibacy. Just say that.
And she was still holding to it, like she really was. Like, come on here, girl.
Like that. Nah,
she ain't even touch him down there. So she's still.
Well, she been touched. She been touched. So
all everywhere.
He talking about he ate it, so when everyone else was there, it was gone. I was like, what day? But that was but yeah, that was, I guess, to lighten up the mood, because good Lord, that was just a lot of stuff happening. But, so yeah, they do that, and like, he is hungry for this woman.
I
I
sound like him. Wait. I sound like him, but I did like how he asked every time, like, can you speak it out? Like, do you want to do this? You know, like, yeah. I thought that was cool.
Well, he felt the need to do that because he knew, you know, and it was good. I did like it too. I did like it. Felt the need to get
to ask, you know, can I do this? Can I do that? I need you to say it. I need to hear you say it.
Yeah.
You know, that was kind of like a sexy thing for him to be saying it like that.
It was.
You know,
it was.
But at the same time, it was a consent thing. Look, I'm not just gonna.
But she liked to. She think everything, but she never wanted to say it. So I like the way he did that and made her say what she was thinking, what she wanted.
That's true too, because she was real hard on stuff like that. She wasn't gonna like. I ain't saying nothing. You just do it. No, you need to say it, or I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
He was basically telling her he wasn't his.
Yeah, I felt that too. So she's there at the compound when nobody else's family and parents are supposed to be there, and you know, they always, I guess, felt that it could be like a assumption that her daughter was there because of the relationship between, you know, her and Plus.
Right.
I was like, yeah, that too. I thought because of that, she was trying to stay out of sight or something. But no, she met them all at breakfast the next morning.
All the little comments they were saying.
Yeah, at the table. Talk about, oh, mama, you glowing. You like you got. She's like, I just slept really good. Like I want some sleep like that, and then everybody choking and stuff. It's like, oh my gosh.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was cute, and I think that was like around the time I guess she was noticing that her daughter was kind of feeling that little jock or something, and she ain't like it.
I wouldn't like it either.
So about the light
skin dudes, you know.
But okay, so I had to read this part again because I thought I didn't see the distance, like when they were at the dining table, whatever, and then after a little awkwardness, Tashina had got up and she went to the kitchen, and I'm not thinking this is a huge place. The kitchen's probably like have walls between that and the dining room, because when he went in there, for a second, I thought they were still visible from a distance or something. I had to read it again because when Plus went in the kitchen with her, you know, they were talking and doing all the flirting and stuff, and then he put his hands all up in the business.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how the heck they doing it? And ain't them kids like right there? But when I read it again, I know, yeah, they were like, it had to be walls between them.
Yeah.
But he had her, I think. At that point, you know, he was making say what she wanted, but I knew she was gonna fight that to the end. She wasn't gonna just let her have, you know, let him have her. So that was cool. Oh, we didn't mention Chardonnay. Chardonnay is Chardonnay. She's Kenny's assistant. Well, don't do that. She's all up in this book on her attitude.
Oh yeah, okay. What would I call her? I guess I must have said that. Chardonnay. I'm like, who is that?
Oh, we saying other names now. But Chardonnay, that's her name.
She was nasty.
But yeah, she got her she was getting her clothes. She was getting Tashina clothes for her to go horse riding with everybody else. And I'm like, why
you, girl?
Why is you going though? You I thought, I don't know why, just like she shouldn't have been going with everybody else, but whatever. So so she had to go, and I guess Kenny was doing something else. I can't remember what it was, because it wasn't about,
what's that boy name that
that's all different to say. Oh, I wrote it down. Oh crap. What was his name? What was his name? Saber Niles.
Saber,
yeah.
that was cute.
Yeah, he was trying to help her get on that
horse. Let me help you. Come here. His other girls his age need help, but he tried to help her.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. She was talking about what she gonna do to the little young one. I'm like, look at him now. If he You're gonna break his heart. He ain't gonna break yours. If you want to get it broke, But that was cute. And then here come Kenny driving up. Like, you right? Like, what you do?
Yeah.
You making it obvious that he didn't see me naked.
Right. And how that made it obvious? Just because he said that?
Because he's like, I guess how he walked up on him.
I got this.
Yeah. He said, I got this.
Yeah, like, move.
Like, you ain't gotta help her. I help her. You going over there? Like, just let the boy help her. What he gonna do?
Right.
Like that, he could have let that go. He ain't have to do all that. For real. But so yeah.
That girl is mine.
Right. That's what he felt already. So that's when we meet later we meet the lady who like owns a place. She's talking about she naming the horses Larry and Lucy Pearl and all the other reasons why. And he had to bounce because he was finding out about the baby that was actually.
Oh yeah. Like right after I remember that.
Yeah. He had to leave to make a phone call. I know he was talking to his mom. Okay, so his relationship with his mama though.
She too needy for me.
He really loves her. I have a hard time because I know moms are moms. I just have a hard time with getting past things that, when you should have been there and you weren't. Like that. And I understand like his mom was on drugs and stuff, but like, I mean, he really loves her and I think he'll do almost anything. He ain't gonna like go over and beyond because he know how she is in her ways, which I like that part too.
Mm-hmm.
He sees her, he's not just like, oh, I feel so sorry for my mom. I gotta do this, gotta do that. He sees her, he'll call her out,
yes.
But yeah, she, like you said, needy. She'll try to play that card.
Yes, a lot.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that about her. But after the conversation with his mom, we found out that, they got the DNA results and he is in fact the dad of this 6-month-old baby?
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with his mom until she did. Yeah, until she pulled that stunt, man. That pissed me off. Like, don't do that girl like that. Let that girl, she had to find out in front of everybody like that. Like,
oh yeah. Well, she was high, so I mean, she wasn't in her right mind.
I think she probably did it anyway.
Because even when she wasn't high, she didn't feel sorry for her. Like,
no,
pissed me off. I don't like her. I didn't like that about her. Like, that pissed me off.
But so yeah, he finds out that he in fact has a daughter, a baby girl, and now after he's like almost there, pursuing Tashina, and like he kind of got her a little bit because they done did a little something, so he think, okay, I'm in the door now after all these years wanting this woman, and now I have to, I got a baby.
I got a baby.
But I didn't think that would have been a big deal for her. I mean, because it's I mean, they weren't together. I mean, she got a baby, a daughter. I mean, I don't think it would have been.
I think at one point it was almost like an intimidation of who the woman is, though.
Yeah, it's like a famous girl that you like.
Oh, she loved her.
She did until she was like, "Wait, you got a baby?"
But she still liked the lady.
Yeah,
she was a star.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she was willing to give up the new relationship so they could be together. That's what he wanted, but she never. She didn't seem like she disliked her in any way.
No,
but it was just like she never. It never seemed like an issue. Yeah, she just was like, if you want to be with her, then go do that.
I mean, she suggested that would be better, like for the baby or whatever.
But
it was his fear of her, having like another thing that would probably, be like, nah, back out or whatever.
I like the scene where he went to go see his dad and talk about it.
Yeah, that's next. Yeah,
I was like, oh, see, I knew why I liked him. He got himself together.
Oh, the daddy.
he's my favorite character now.
Yeah, he's supposed to be
cool old dude.
I know, I can see him. And he gives good advice. He's not
my sugar daddy.
Like, girl,
he ain't gonna be nobody's sugar daddy, baby. Dude.
But yeah, I like their relationship. It seems like he always, because he went to prison. What he went to prison for? Was he a drug dealer or he was on drugs?
I think he was on drugs too.
I think he was a drug dealer too.
It's probably both.
I don't know.
I remember him saying something like that.
Oh, yeah, both. Yeah.
I like when he say, so who's the girl? He's like, how you know it's about a girl? He say, well, this late at night, if it ain't, I'm gonna be a little worried about you.
He talking about, is it about a man?
Like, what you mean if it ain't about a woman? I'm worried.
I wouldn't be mad. I mean,
I wouldn't be mad at nothing, but if it ain't a woman, this late at night for you to have it on your mind.
But yeah, that I mean, I like their relationship, and that put, this is before Tashina found out, so that put like he didn't come home when he was supposed to because they were supposed to finish what they were doing.
Yeah.
Pop up.
And then she got worried, and then she saw the girl leaving the compound, and then her mind went to different places about him being with the what's her name? B. Ferguson or something. B. Ferg. Yeah, she saw her leaving, and she was like a little, starstruck, but she was like, oh wait, like they're together or something.
No, I don't think she didn't know.
No,
Did she know?
She didn't see who it was.
She did.
She saw it was a woman.
Yeah.
And he told her who it was, and she's like, oh, hey, why you ain't introduced me?
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I like that she asked him about it too. She's like, who's that woman? Like, I was like, yes, girl. Don't hold it in. Tell him what you feeling.
So this was after she was like on that balcony, and the little young one came to her again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was like, what you trying to do?
He told her.
No, she asked him why he wasn't interested in like girls his age.
Mm-hmm.
He must be older than me. And she that was attempted. She wasn't tempted because she didn't like that kind of stuff, but I can see. You would have did it. Look at her face.
Now I want the daddy.
Oh my Lord. Okay, you know what? Anyway. Okay, so that's when she found out about the baby, because she finally left the compound. She finally went home. She had to get back to work and stuff because she took off some days.
Oh, she haven't heard from them. Like Bella.
Oh yeah, you're right. She hasn't heard from Bella and them to see, what was going on. She know that they moved and didn't tell her anything. Like they just what's the mama name? Kirsten and Brian and Bella. So, she's worried about them, but she can't reach them.
I was thinking maybe they was in like protective service. I thought they was in like protective service because they were like gonna testify against the dude or whatever. I don't know. I didn't know where they was at.
I thought they just left town because sometimes when stuff like that happen, you want to be somewhere else and just start over.
Yeah, just have a new environment. And,
yeah, because that's what I thought happened. Because I could see that. Because that's some bull. Like her aunt
Rhonda, I love her.
Like I can't see like the oldness of her or whatever, but like when she first had went to their house, earlier, she was like her and her friend was in the backyard,
smoking some weed.
Yeah, smoking weed. They trying to pick like between cabbage and greens and stuff. Like for some reason, she reminds me of the mom on Baby Boy. I don't know why. I can
because she had a garden.
Because of the garden.
Yeah.
Like that's what I keep seeing. And I can see how they're smoking in the garden. I love her. She was so funny. And we love that family too. My family love that stuff, don't
they? Right?
They love that smoking. But I can see that. But yeah, so she went to her aunt's house and they had the conversation.
You didn't tell me because I didn't want you to kill him. That's what
but she said, remember when she said, I knew the day that you lost your virginity, and I know right now that you've been recently well, or at least licked into a coma. So when she said that I knew the day when you lost your virginity, that was that day.
That was that day.
I was like, whoa.
She knew it happened that day, but she didn't know what happened that day.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe, see, that could have went a lot of ways right there.
Yeah, dang, she would have found out. But like you said, like Alicia said, you know, she didn't tell her because she knew that her aunt was gonna kill him. She was gonna kill him just for looking at her funny.
Yeah, right.
And see, that's another reason why people don't say nothing. Like I said, they be trying to protect their protectors. But I would have just let them die. We just got to figure out a way to do it without somebody finding out. Like,
true.
If we're gonna go out with premeditated, okay? We're gonna have to have some type of plan to take them out.
I'm pleading insanity like these white people do all the time.
Take a few drugs or whatever, but like I wasn't in my right mind.
Yeah, the flashback.
Did.
Yeah, he would have had to die. They fell on the floor and stuff, and after she told her aunt, and they had their cry out and stuff, and they were watching like Game of Thrones. Woo, that's my show. And then
you received that text. I got the text.
Kenny texted her to get her out of the house like a teenager. She's sneaking out.
Right.
I thought it was cute how when he said he was pulling up and she said like call me, and then like she was in the restroom. He's like, who you freshening up for? Like,
who you think? Don't be doing that. You know what this is about. Okay, so she met up with him and they went to get some chicken or something to sit on some hill. Yeah, I guess he's from out of town for a bit, so wanted to see her beforehand, but he basically was saying he wants her, but they gonna have to chill on all this stuff, the touching and feeling and little stuff they be doing, because it's like it's teasing him,
right? And
almost that really hurt her feelings. She was like, wait a minute, now what? He's somebody, this is messing with your celibacy stuff. Like, it's not in the book. It's not.
That's what I thought. I remember him saying it was teasing him. I thought he said we had to stop because you celibate.
Nah, he said it was teasing him.
Both. It was. He said both. It was
both, but he did mention that because like you trying to send me home with blue balls, like because we don't.
Right.
She's sad about that, but then he broke what he said in the car.
I thought he said he was just playing. I was like,
yeah, he said I didn't mean that. He was like, so she was sad about it.
He might have been for real, but she did all that. She was like, okay, all right then. I can't resist if you're gonna do all of that. Yeah, we can keep on.
Yeah. So I went in the car with them driving, doing it while you're driving home.
So he just they just don't care to have an audience.
To have what?
But then he pulled the thing up. The partition, but I'm sure he
heard. Gonna hit everything.
I'm gonna say I'm sure he heard.
He's still here. They don't care. They do, like you said, they don't care.
So Sheena tells him after a certain, I guess, amount of time after this crying session, she told him that she want to be like they need to like stop, what they're doing after he tried to invite her to that party. It was like a graduation or something for the music students.
Yeah, it was their last night. They were doing a performance or whatever.
Yeah, she just out of to me, I felt like it was still out of the blue because you know how you feeling, huh?
Right. It was out. I thought it was out of the blue too.
Like, why y'all think? Why?
Because everything was going fine, and she got scared. I think she got scared of how it was going, how the relationship was going. Maybe she's so guarded, Yeah. She's so guarded with everything, even though she let him in with her background and all, but I don't know, maybe it's getting too close for her.
Probably, yeah, I can see that for how she act. But
I think it was out of the blue. You didn't?
I did.
She was talking to her friend Phelan. You remember? She was talking to her friend about it.
Yeah.
Before she sent him that text. Saying that, I don't know, that she had been with him and...
Yeah, like, she just, like, out of the blue just tell him, like, they need to, like, slow it down and stop it or whatever. And he's trying to, like, kind of blow it off a little bit. Like, you know what? Like, I don't have time for these games type of things. But her daughter was begging for her to come to that party that she didn't want to go to. Right. Him that she wasn't coming to. And I didn't think she was going to show up.
I didn't either.
But...
She told her, too. She's like, she didn't tell her why. But she told her she wasn't coming. So
yeah, she was like, she was mad her mama gonna miss. It's like, I'm gonna be there when you get your first Grammy, when you get all this kind of stuff, yada, but I ain't coming to this. But yeah, and that's when we got this big celebration, whatever, and this old heifer, Mona, I'm gonna call her Mona Scott. That's the real lady. Mona Chase, I think is her name. I wrote it down. And she comes in to talk to him while they're at this party, and this fool starts talking about Rodney and saying what, like, you know, talking about him being his cousin and saying, what, did he touch you too? Is that why you ain't never saying nothing? I'm like, girl.
I ain't feel sorry for him. I ain't had nothing against her. That's because I ain't like him.
Because of that, I know. But it's like, how's she gonna come to him like that at this party?
Well, maybe if he would have spoke up as a kid, he would have deserved that.
She was dirty. I ain't like her, but they got her out. But it pissed him off enough where he like left the party and
he touched you too.
Went to his room. But yeah, so that was, you know, he saw her at the party, Tashina, and you know how he acted like he all in love. And then when he finally went to his room by himself, like just pissed off because of Mona
came there.
Right? She came to check on him. And I'm like, where are you?
He gonna try to act so hard.
Because you sitting here want to play with my heart. You know I like you. You know I want you, but now we can't be together. Now we can't do this. Okay, we can do this, but then not. You know, like you doing all that, and they want
something
checking on me. Like, I would have been just like him. Like, what do you want? I don't need this. Like, I really don't. You know what I want from you, but you want to play like that. Like, I don't want to play games. Like, I'm good. Right. You gotta check on me. Right.
But it's like, if you really felt that way, why you let her in? Like, why you gonna play all hard? Like, clearly you want to see her because you let her in.
Maybe she had something important to say he didn't know.
He gonna let
her in. So why you try to front? Like, that's what I would have said. You know you want to see me, because if you didn't, I wouldn't be in here. So stop all this. Stop it.
But she keep playing, so I can see she do be playing. She do. Going back and forth.
Exactly. So if you don't like it, I wouldn't have been in here. So why is you trying to act like me now?
Okay, there it is right there. I'm trying to give her a taste.
There you go. That conversation made me mad because she was trying to really justify why she was running from him. And he's like, you just don't want nobody to love you. Like, you scared of somebody to actually care about you. And she's trying to, you know, self-diagnose herself because she says she has a degree in psychology and all this kind of stuff. She
right.
All these women always hurt her husband, you know, not her husband, sorry. Her daddy left her and stuff. He's like, man, I ain't miss me or all that. Like, you can't, that ain't, no. You know, that's not gonna work. Like, you gotta come better than that. But yeah, and then he was like, you can go. And she's like, what? He's like, no, for real. If you don't want nothing, you can go.
I'm all right, yep.
And then, you know, do you want me to stay? Do you want to stay? Can y'all stop playing? Y'all grown. Just say what y'all.
That's that doggone Tashina. She want him to make all the decisions and choices.
Yeah, and he's like, no, if you want something, you have to say it. Right. I'm not gonna do it. So, and that bet thing was getting on my nerves too. I can't say that annoys me because I know so many people who say that.
Bet. But she went off all the time in her head. I would have went off. I know. Say it one more time. Say it.
Right, she kept doing that. I don't know why she was
saying it. All in his head. Like, say the mother.
You say bet one more time. I bet you.
Then I'm with y'all.
Oh, I get on my nerves. But yeah, so they finally do the thing for the first daggone time with his what was it, lamb skin?
Yes.
With the lamb skin. And you know, she, like you said, she's almost close to a virgin with like ain't nothing been, you know.
So she's tight.
Yeah, and he ain't little, and I'm like, oh my gosh. She said she saw white and then star when he plunged up in. I was like, Lord. I know that. I was like, the way she described it, I felt the pain.
But he sure went all the way up in there. He shouldn't have all the way up in there.
He gave, like, after a minute, he gave her a break, but not really. And then he just went on back. But I mean, she didn't stop him. So
no. Mm-mm. She liked it. She loved it. She wanted more of it.
So apparently, you know, that means they're back on, right?
Definitely.
Right? She let that go. Like, after that, girl, please don't be trying to front no daggone mo about you saying you don't want it. Because she ain't never said she ain't wanted no more after that, though. So, okay, so the party. When they said Chardonnay done turned the sun on or something inside the room, everything was yellow. Because they said the baby.
The baby shower. What the baby shower? Yeah.
Favorite color is yellow. But yeah, so they have the baby shower and they planning all that, and everybody coming to the house, all of his family and things, so they can finally meet the baby.
Oh, his
what?
She doing like making sure everybody got their seats. And he's like, why you doing all that? He's like, well, these people got crackheads. Do you want your mama to relapse or what?
You're right, yeah.
He just shut up.
Like, he was like, but nah, that made sense though. You would think like, why are you doing all that? But you know, everybody ain't stable.
Right.
You do.
I like that she was able to be real in her job, you know, because a lot of times you gotta, you know, just like she was able to tell him exactly that. And him not get offended, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
because they have to know each other. You know, she ain't
brother,
to
sister,
it, you know? Yeah. So they close to family. So you know, she can say that your mama's, you know, we don't want to. We don't want to. But yeah, so party.
Let's get to this party.
They sitting down and stuff, and we found out that Fallon is pregnant. Her Tashina's best friend is.
Oh yeah.
And they said, I mean, it ain't surprised nobody because in the beginning they went to like a janitor's closet or something to go do it when they was having a showcase.
Oh yeah, they
wait till y'all get home.
I know, girl. Like, come on, go to. I don't know. I ain't never been. It ain't that serious. I mean, it can be, but nah. Yeah, they having a baby. Then her daughter walk in like 45 minutes late, almost an hour late.
Yeah, she was late.
With the little boy, and her mama keep
what they been doing? They late.
You know, she know what that little girl be doing. She know what. Then he keep telling her, let the girl be grown. She grown, okay? Let her be grown. Leave her alone. That's when the mama, you know, I think his mama name is Jamie, because I think I heard his name is Jamie. She started popping off because she said she noticed like when she was talking, she was like slurring a little bit. She's like she could tell she was high. And she started saying like, "Oh, is this the one? Is this the one riding something?
Is this the one that's supposed to be riding the daughter?"
And what she talking about? I don't know, girl. She high. Like, nah. She started. But she was singing something like it's a family affair or something. Talking about and I'm like, bro, are you serious right now? It's like you can't even walk away from because she's still she's not even.
Man, my eyes wasn't so wild. I was like, oh my.
We would have fought. I don't care.
I can see like she's some skinny woman.
I don't care.
That could have got it. I don't even know.
Do something, I would have fought him too.
Man, that was tough. Everything. Now you can't ignore that. If somebody said you can't ignore that.
No, because y'all, it's not like y'all in somewhere that's loud. Y'all sit at the table
and not have nothing done to you.
Like, you don't even know me like that, woman. How you gonna sit here and say that? Like, really? And why you tell your mama? I was mad at him for that. Why?
Because he tell his mama everything. That's why. And she was clean for a year.
Man,
so.
No. But he over there having a conversation with his baby mama, like they trying to like do all this, and then the baby mama talking about I can take your girl. That's all I heard in that conversation. Okay. Oh,
you go both ways, bro.
She said, I can take your girl.
Look, she bites in. She a super fan.
Dang, it's like
I don't think she gave her nothing, but she'll be gave just for her.
But yeah, so she runs off, you know, Taylor runs off and she try to, you know, come and chase her down, and she locks herself in the bathroom, and it's like, my mom's been lying to me my entire life. And everybody, you know, other people know, you know, and nobody told me nothing. When they just found out, like, you know, like what a mama knew. Can't say that.
Right.
So I understand that she's upset, and she always, because she's like, when a woman said about her dad, she's like, no, my dad is dead. Like, Mom, tell her my dad is dead. And then I would have like, your daddy is dead. I don't know. I don't know what they talking
dead to me.
He is dead. Dude, like, I felt bad, but I'm like, I don't know. So she's mad at her mom about not telling her that her daddy is a rapist, and the same rapist who raped Bella, and that's her father. Y'all think she more mad at her mama lying to her, or about who her daddy is?
At this point, go ahead, Talisha.
I think she mad that not only, yes, I think she mad that her mom didn't tell her, and then I think she even more mad that her mom told other people before telling her. Like, if you ain't gonna tell nobody, don't tell nobody. Like, why everybody know but me?
Yeah.
And this is, about me. Like, that's bullshit. Like, that's messed up.
Cause no, did she even? I don't think she even told. Did she tell Fallon? Cause I don't remember them ever talking about that. I think she never told nobody, and she just told him, and he gonna tell his mama.
I think she was more mad at the mama at that point, because all she got was that she withheld this her whole life.
Yeah.
And as that day went on, or 2 days or whatever, then she got to think about all of that. Yeah. And then I'm sure it changed. But right there, it's like, you didn't give me a choice, to decide.
Because, like, when they be saying, when you don't tell me,
when they be,
my whole life is a lie. Like, but it, like, I don't know, because every kid always said it every time a scene like this in any type of situation I was having. My whole life has been a lie because you didn't tell me this, and this, and this. But it's like, I've been there with you your whole life. It's not been a lie. I've loved you. I'm with you and this kind of stuff. But I don't know. Like, I guess, knowing that your mama knew who your father was. I mean, she just never told him. She never said anything about it, I guess.
No, she said he was dead.
He was dead, but she didn't even say, like, who he was. Like, somebody used to date, somebody was in love with, like, I wonder, like, what was the depths of the conversation? Was it just like, I don't know who your daddy is, he dead? Or, like, how would you know? If you know what I mean? Like, I know.
It must have been something understandable since she took it.
She had to have explained more than just, he's dead. He died.
Yeah.
She had to have, like, had like a full blown.
You never know, because her mama died and her daddy just said, your mama dead. So you never know.
But she knew her mama.
But I could see how Taya was coming from and how she kind of felt in that moment. I mean, your whole life he dead, and then somebody you don't even know saying about your daddy. I thought he was dead. What?
Now, how she know who my daddy is? And how she, I mean, I see that.
That's hurtful. That's hurtful.
Don't be telling
and how close they were.
I know that's my daddy. Why are you gonna tell people?
They told each other everything, and it's always been like that. And that's like the one thing she always kept from her. So I think that's like a, it goes to what else have you lied about? Like, that goes down that rabbit hole. I put myself in her shoes. Mm-hmm. The girl, like, I would have been hurt. You tell somebody about it before telling me. Like, you tell this dude, like. But you wonder, like, who else know? Does everybody know? Yeah. That's how I would have been. I mean, because I'm like, after she explained the whole story to her, she still walked off like, F you for life. I'm gone. She left her mama there because it was still like, it was too fresh.
So she didn't say that.
No, I said she was like that. She didn't say that.
Oh. No. I think after they had the talk and everything, she felt better, but she still needed a little time. You know what I'm saying?
I still can't do it.
Yeah.
So she walked off. Okay.
You text her and told her, I'm not mad at you. I need.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's when you hear that type of story, it's like, like you understand why she didn't say it, or because it's the pain behind that. But at the same time, it's like you really like what Talisha said. Shoot, everybody knows. Like, how did I find out this way? How did how do other people know? And you know that was a painful thing for your mom to go through, and for her to keep, and why she didn't want to talk about him, or why she didn't want to, you know, because that's not.
But you'll talk about it with him. That piss. I'm still mad.
Yeah.
I'll tell him about me.
And then it's the same. Oh man, but
it all came around in a circle.
That's a mess.
Everything.
But shoot, after. The party was like dismantling whatever, and the girls, the famous girls, dad was like, I'm not leaving my grandkids with this old jacked up family, you know.
Oh yes.
Where you think I got the drugs from? I got them from your little girl you brought with you.
Exactly. Right.
Like again, like, oh, so you know she got this problem.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you know. Okay.
So he liked drug addicts.
But you know, but the baby mom was like, you know, like he ain't got to do this. Like we
right. Our agreement is still on.
Yeah, yes. Like I respected her for that. Cause I'm like, bro, if you can't let your daddy tell you that, and it wasn't his. You know, hey, you can't be responsible for everybody. And you know, daggone well that baby gonna be left nowhere with that mama. So you ain't even gotta worry about that.
Right.
But yeah, so hours later, and Taya ended up popping up at back at the house because she said she left her purse, and she had a conversation with Plus. He tried to talk to her, and he, you know,
and she ended up talking to him.
Right?
Yeah, go see my mama.
Like, you still in your same clothes, which means you still in your feelings about something. So I think you need to.
She said, "Don't text, don't call, just go."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was good. Like she thinks she grown. She gave me.
She text her mama. He on his way. Open the door.
I didn't think she was gonna do that.
Don't call. I'm good.
I didn't think she was gonna do that. So yeah, he pop up. Well, not even pop up. She knew he was coming. And she, you know, she's still in her same old clothes because like ain't nobody had no peace after that. You know, she wanted a baby, but you know, it is what it is. But that reminded me. That's the scene when you had texted me to talk about the reading the Bible. Talk about
how much time we need. When we gonna be done?
How about you want to read? You read fast, or you read slow?
You want what? You trying to read fast or slow? I was like, girl, you are fool.
That's when that's when he came to the hood with no security. And she was like worried about that, whatever. But he at that point, it's like I think he was like forcing her to say what she really wants for them. If you
right.
don't say it now, I'm out. Like I'm about to walk out the door. That's it. You know, you have to break down and say it, or you just keep your little stubborn behind here by yourself. And she did.
And I would have kept my stubborn behind.
She's like, I want you. Like, girl, shut up. I can't even say all sweet and stuff with it. But yeah, so this, like you said, he called or texted his security to come at a certain time the next day. So I ain't gotta leave with nobody, you know, not being with me. So he knew the threat. Okay, so these fools don't use protection.
Stupid.
All throughout, you know, this scene, like they did not. Like,
yeah, after that, starting that night.
After the first time, she's like, I know you did not just. He's like, go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah,
like,
go take a leak.
Tell me to go pee. No, fool, it's in there.
It don't work like that.
It be in there for 3 days. I mean, I guess she gonna be pregnant. I mean, I already knew that was coming. I felt that.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Yep.
And then he did it again. I was like, nope. Yep. He's definitely trying to make sure that something reaches there. But yeah,
so. She ain't stopping, and she ain't gonna get no plan B.
So, no, she loved it.
Yeah, because it was like there was nothing between them at that point. Not even a little thin layer of protection. So like they ain't on back. So yeah, that's when he told her about the award show or whatever that was coming up, and then she didn't want to go, but he was gonna make her go. And then Taya, I'm sorry, I keep saying her name different. I don't know. Then she, after they, you know, get their business gone for a minute, she finally comes home.
Because she just got hers done. That's why she told him to go. Anyway, yeah.
She comes home and they finally get to have a little talk. But that was the next day, because that's when
yeah, that was the next day.
When he had left, when they had Mo was already out there waiting for him.
12 o'clock.
That's what they did it all throughout the night, and then woke up. I was like, yeah, she gonna be pregnant.
That's the fantasy in these books. They be hitting real with the issues and stuff, but that right there all night, next day, that's fantasy.
Back to back. Once one comes, and then you go back in it. Now y'all know they be taking a nap, they be taking a break. Because if you ain't going to sleep, then you ain't did it right. That's
the fantasy part. That's the fantasy.
That's some people made. There may be some in the world.
Tanisha, you know somebody?
I ain't say I know.
Yeah, I know.
There's been times. Okay.
No,
there's been times it's like 3 times, like in the night or back to back. And I'm just saying.
No, I ain't never.
Oh, well, look.
I don't think that I can remember. I'm kind of old. I don't remember them.
It's possible. It's just not every single time. Y'all go for it. It does not. Oh, okay, back to back. Nah, but there are some nights where it's just like the magic is in the air or something. And, you know, it happens.
That magic.
But yeah, like them doing that, and then you know the girl finally came. They made their palette too, and you know had their moments together, and she was.
That's when they open up. That's open up time for them.
Exactly. Yeah. And them oatmeal pies, girl. I used to love them. I know about them. I used to eat them in a Star Crunch.
Star Crunch.
I like them Star Crunches.
Yes. And I hate chocolate, but I would tear up a Star Crunch right now.
That middle part, just cut around. Just give me that middle part.
Oh, it's so good. But yeah, so I was happy that didn't have to linger. Her, you know, issue didn't have to linger. Like that was a way. Like 24 hours, like she said, it was only a day.
Like
a
day, Mom. She just needed time, you know.
Yeah.
But that's definitely, you know, she understood it. Like, you know, that's
and then,
but still, how you gonna tell him before you tell me?
But also, like her being, you know, 22 years old, I think that kind of showed a level of maturity too. You know, she, you know, have the initial shock, be upset, but then understand, you know, the situation and then come back like, you know, and be okay and be good.
For that part when they was shopping for the clothes.
Yeah, so yeah.
For the show.
Forget the white lady part. That made me.
Yeah, forget that part because she was just ignorant, just ignorant.
She was not cursed out. I don't care.
Girl.
She was not cursed out. But
I
yeah,
don't got to fit your body type.
But I'm talking about the part where Tashina got read by old girl.
I don't want your man, boo.
I know, but when she was like trying to pull her to the side, I thought she was gonna say, "Look, like I don't understand what the problem is." I didn't think she was like gonna think like she slept with him and she want to put her in her place or nothing like that.
She didn't give her an opportunity to say what she wanted to say.
She just automatically jumped in.
I don't know, because it's like when you arguing with him, what you arguing with him for? Like y'all didn't have sex or whatever. I don't know.
I didn't even think that. I thought she just had an attitude problem. And I'm like, I'm just trying to like, I thought she just wanted to ease that. Like, bro, like, we ain't got no issues. Like, I don't understand what the problem is.
I don't know.
I didn't think they slept together.
She did think that, though. She had a thought at one time in the book. Did they have a relationship or something?
You would need to know the specifics of that, though, if you're going to be with somebody like this. Even if she get married to somebody, I don't care. But she was real funky about it. It's talking about like, this is my one favor I'm going to have to use for this, and I was wanting to use her for my wedding. She was being real funky, and I ain't.
She was.
But I want that honey butter croissant. That shoe, they were tripping on that thing. But I thought that was cute.
Only reason why I'm entertaining you because he loved me. Like,
right. Right.
She would have got popped. She's too different.
She had nothing to say though. She had nothing to say.
I don't care. That was too much. for me. But I liked, you know, like the experience that she had up in that shop after coming from that white lady. And she, you know, the designer was excited to, you know,
like, oh, I'm about to,
like who would turn you down, you know, looking like that and stuff, and find out, you know, the person she was crushing on from the bakery was the girl husband and stuff. And they got a baby, and she's like, you know, thinking like y'all about to be next with all that y'all doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too old for that. Well, you ain't acting like it. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was cute. I like that. But so she got her, you know, I guess her outfit or whatever from them, and they go skip to the award show where he has to perform. Because I think this has something to do with the Mona Chase, like, business, the company she worked for. It was like their awards, and they had already made this plan that they had to perform, and the crew had to perform, even though, you know, they, you know, the little problem that happened with her before. No, yeah. Oh, well, okay. Cause like, wait, that was some more drama. Cause remember the crack, I don't know if she's a crackhead, but the crackhead girl that was with the baby mama daddy. You remember they had that little problem when she had like posted a video
of the whole thing.
That was yeah. But that happened all before this. But yeah, she had before the awards show, like you said.
He had asked her was she trying to get pregnant, and she said no because I already am.
Trying to do it up in there. That was him. I was like, I know you joking. I already am. I'm like, I know the girl ain't playing. I know she ain't pregnant, but she wasn't playing. And I was like, nope. How much time to pass?
For sure.
It was some months. Got her pregnant, and she's talking about, you not mad. Like, you know, daggone what a man ain't gonna be mad about that.
Definitely not.
Talking about he put triplets in there. From all I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah,
we're gonna get one of them back.
Oh yeah, talking about the rents. You know, put the rent. So I don't make no rent. But yeah, so they have to do the whole red carpet situation again, and she was like, you know, as soon as they got up in the car, they already knew. Talking about, are you sure you could do this in your condition? She's like, probably.
He had to tell them.
I just told you.
Right.
So this was okay. So yeah, they did the red carpet, whatever, and they get to old Mona girl. So, what she said, something about this has to be like overwhelming for a normal girl. Something
a regular person.
I ain't regular.
I ain't regular. Oh
yes.
She did good. She did good. She ain't give She said she ain't give away no shade, I guess, on the cameras or whatever. But when they got up in the venue and they were waiting, I guess, to be seated or whatever they were doing around other people, when she met Bun B and stuff, you know, she was heated, you know, because he didn't answer no questions until right then. You know, tell her like, look, ain't nothing ever happened between me and that girl. I know you done heard the rumors. Everybody else already, you know, nothing happened. So I'm glad we all, because he already said that.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, we already knew that. Okay, we already knew that, but she didn't know for sure. So good. Again, now we have another award show. Okay, so doesn't this all sound familiar?
Yeah.
So another award show does happen.
In South.
And you know, she's starstruck about all the people that she's sitting by and stuff, but then she's sitting right next to the baby mama, which was, you know, was funny. And yeah, so the comedian.
The comedian.
Yeah. It's ignorant. Oh, okay. He said it after the performance. Okay, so the crew comes out, and you know, she gets to see her daughter on the stage doing her thing. Because I think they were nominated for awards. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, and he does his song that he changed the lyrics to, and it had a record scratch.
Now she having my baby. That's all I remember.
I was like, my mouth was so wide open. I'm like,
he just fell down an hour ago. And I'm like, how quickly did he just change the lyrics?
And I'm like, do Taya know? You just telling the whole world.
Oh.
But they ain't never said anything about that.
They didn't. Maybe she. Yeah. I would think she would probably told. I would think that she would have known first. I don't know.
It just seems so short notice, like.
Mm-hmm. He just found out, but she knew. So I'm gonna say she knew. I don't know.
I hope she knew. That's why I say I hope she knew.
He just said she about to have my baby, and she repeating that, and I'm like, really? And then come Talisha's favorite part, I'm sure, the comedian coming out what he said about light skin.
Oh, that was so funny.
So I got the new baby mama sitting by the old baby mama. So that's only some light skinned people can do.
Yeah, don't try this.
Nobody else try that. But
yeah, he was funny.
Yeah, he got him good because when that little bit that she was talking, that was funny. And they were laughing. She ain't feel no thing about it, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
They skipped the after party, and they was in the bed, and they ended up doing their thing again. He was pushing for her to quit her job.
Yeah.
And he had a solution for her. You don't have to quit, like not do nothing, like whatever foundations that they were trying to do. So he had to use her experience doing that. Working with his people, working with Fallon and stuff. And yeah, and by the end of that she woke up the next morning with a freaking ring on the finger. Because he wants her to go with him on tour. So she's like, I ain't doing all that. I'm pregnant. I gotta go with my boyfriend. You and your fiance. Like, what?
Oh.
I'm gonna pull that one.
I was like, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did. And she ain't take it off either.
No. He knew her smart mouth. He knew that was coming.
Right? Anything would happen with her behind. But she took it, She gonna become Mrs. Washington. To me, that's the end of the book, okay? Because that other little part.
I wanted more. I wanted to the little skit thing that they did. I wanted to hear more about that. That was so funny that Tashina lost.
Skit after. Oh, you're right.
I did want to see that too.
I wanted some more. I wanted the marriage. I wanted that. They needed that marriage closure. It wasn't. I mean, anything could have happened after the engagement, the little engagement. Anything could have happened. It just felt like something was missing at the end.
They got married.
No, they didn't.
I think at the last chapter, every time I them going, I guess, to Fallon's house because she was on bed rest.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people. I'm sorry, there's some people I don't remember a lot of them names that was popping up. I didn't go back to try to check it, but I was like, I remember a lot of those names.
Oh, the lady, Bella Mama.
You're right.
Gave her money or whatever. And
when Bella Mama had popped up at her. When she was moving, Talisha. Good. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I like that part.
Yeah, Tashina was
a little closure there.
Yeah, there. Well,
she went to her, her mom's house. So
Yeah. Tashina was moving from her house because after they're engaged, she can't live in the hood no more. So yes, the kid's mom had came over there, and she was thanking Plus for what he did, and he was like, "Nah, I ain't do that." Trying to say it wasn't, trying to act like it was an anonymous thing or whatever, and he didn't want the girl to know because it was almost like he's trying to pay for something that, his cousin did, well, monetarily, I guess. But
that's all he knew. That's all he could do. He couldn't take it away. He couldn't replace. He couldn't. But he just wanted to do something.
Yeah. Well, it apparently was a big enough amount, to do a lot for them. And, she just came there to talk about, just tell her where she was and stuff with her mom. And that they were, trying to get better, get into a better place. But, I'm glad that she closed that part out because we would have never known what was happening because that was a big deal in this story about what happened to the little girl. They had to go see his mama who was back at the rehab place.
I wouldn't have went to go see that heifer.
Acting a fool. She up there acting a doggone fool.
Still acting a fool. Didn't even think she should.
I'm going up there is to fight, so. You want me to beat your mama up? If you don't want me to beat her up.
Mama act like she wanted to. Like,
and she would have got it.
She had no remorse. No remorse. You only apologize because your son's
my daughter, so you gotta get it,
girl. And then like they were about to leave, and it was like a little commotion, and one of the women was gonna come in up. Is everything okay? Like, no. You gonna leave your mama? I can't stand people do that. And she knows she wrong for how she was acting.
And then my sugar daddy want to take her back and stuff. See, I don't like him no more.
He should have been with her all along. They was in the same boat, and she got caught up in it, and he back where he needed to be with that lady. With
if he would have come back sooner, she wouldn't have been. You know what I mean? I think she like his leadership would have helped her. You know, and you know, she would have been much stronger. She would, you know, none of that would.
She had somebody.
Yeah. Especially it being him, you know.
Stop talking about my man. he needs to be with me.
Shut up. Okay.
He's down.
She didn't really get no closure with that, you know. The what's her name, Tashina, with the mama. You know, he always gonna love his mama. He always gonna be there for her, but not to the extent where she's gonna become like a hindrance, I think, to their relationship. I don't think he'll let that happen.
No, he showed that day.
Yeah, because he sees her. Like I said, like he sees his mom for who she is. He know who she is, and he know how to handle her. And he know when she's trying to put on for too much.
Yeah.
So I like that part. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know, besides like them going to Fallon's house. And all these different people were there. And then it just closed out on them being engaged. Fallon's still pregnant. And a whole bunch of people were around.
It was like it was going good up until that till right when she woke up and with the ring and all. And then after the ring, it was like not too much. It was just out there to me. Like it didn't, I don't know. I missed something. I don't know.
Was it something missing, or you just wanted it to go further? Or did you rather it had? Because I know, like sometimes authors do like a epilogue, and you kind of get a little closure. Like you said, because it was a wedding, it was only a proposal. So with how their relationship has been, something could have happened. Like you said,
it could have happened, but that last little piece just took it to somewhere where it just didn't seem like that was next. And it was, I don't know if that was, what was that? What was it, a baby shower or just a get together? I don't know.
It was just a get together, but like you said, like that was just where that come from.
I don't know.
Like just where that come from. But like throughout the book, I was, you know, I enjoyed like the different situations, and like it's so like we just had some serious conversations about and their issues with being with each other because of these things. And you know, it was pulling you in, and then at the end it lost me. Right after, I think, because I was in until right after they met with the mom. Because that scene, I think that was a good one that had to happen, because you got to see you know, that she really didn't give a crap about that girl. But after that, I didn't.
And you got to see where Tashina stood with him and his mama. You know, the positions they both had.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character and least favorite character?
My favorite character was McKinley, and I know I can have him this time because you really don't like him, but
yep, you sure can.
Choose McKinley. He was just, I felt for him what happened around him when he was younger, but as his adult life, how he treated Tashina, it was just so beautiful to me, and I just loved the way he brought her out. Like, you know, she was just like, to me, in the shell, everything was internal, and he helped her to bring it out. And yeah, McKinley is my fave.
All right. I'm gonna go with plus his dad. No, I'm joking. Just playing. I say Tashina, because as stubborn as she was, she had a reason to be, because she was protecting herself from what happened to her. You know, I'm sure a lot of relationships that could have possibly been something couldn't bloom the way that, you know, her heart was guarded. Like what happens to her is it was horrible. And she has this child that she has to take care of by this man. And she was feeling Kenny, but you know, she's had this secret, you know, that his cousin did something to her at this party that he took her to, that they shouldn't have been at or whatever. But she had a strength to her that I feel like a lot of women do to protect themselves, to protect their children. I do like that eventually she let that guard down, to let him love her, because even though what he did, you know, we don't all agree on, and this, you know, he should have said something, whatever, but he's still a good person. He's still a good guy. He still, I think, brings out the better part of her, because she can be vulnerable with him and be herself and be open with him and can trust him. I like the journey she had to go through. I like that she had to, I hate how her daughter found out, but like everybody said, I don't know if she would have ever said anything if it didn't happen that way.
No, I'm sure she wouldn't.
Daughter, you know, she needs to know. I mean, but I enjoyed her character because I think she was strong. I think that she was strong-willed. She's very stubborn, and you know, I like me some stubborn people because we all get along. I like it. You know, you tell people even if you don't want to, you know, be soft. You ain't gotta be soft. But I like that she allowed him to make her be soft. So yeah, they were good. I like them together, and I hope that it works out.
I feel like this all the characters brought out emotions in me, so I guess I did like them because you can't hate somebody if you don't love them, you know. So my favorite character, dang, is her name Rhonda? What's the
yeah, Aunt Rhonda. Yeah,
Aunt Rhonda. Okay, I really liked her because she was a protector. She, you know, loved her niece, and like for her to like take her in, you know, like
yeah,
that's a big, like, you know, like a big thing, you know. So like, and I know he ain't helped provide because he didn't want the girl.
Did they even say anything about him? Like, did he die or something? I don't remember.
No, he came somewhere. He came in the picture again.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I just felt like she's just an amazing woman, and it ain't a lot of people like that, you know. But I do feel like I felt like the story was real, and like crap happened every day, and maybe, you know, reading about it, people might, you know, decide to speak up. You know? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I see my rating would be a 5, but it was a couple of things that kind of got me. I'm sorry, y'all know about one of them. And the others, like just the ending, it was just too open. It was too, like, the ending of it didn't match to me like the rest of the book, and it just threw me off.
It was cut off.
Like, yeah, I would give it like a 4.5 because that last one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if you cut out the ending part and you get the rest of the book, I liked it. I loved it. It was like a roller coaster. I mean, it was really good. The characters was on point. It was like family. I mean, you read that and you thinking like, you know, somebody like that.
We do. We know. We know the crackhead.
The ending really, it plays a good big role in it. What'd you say, Talisa?
Oh, we know a couple of crackheads.
Oh, yeah.
We know, yeah. Like, it's like a lot of these people are our family. But yeah, like I thought it was really good because I think it really touched certain topics that I'm sorry that like people act like it's taboo to talk about, and it's you can't. Even like in real life situations, she talked about things, but they dealt with it the same way people deal with it by not talking about. Like, that's how real the story was, and that's why I really, really, really liked it. You know, it was, that part would hurt, you know, to hear it, because we all know those people in our lives. Like, none of us have not come across somebody like a McKinley or somebody like, you know, Sashina, or like, we know people who have dealt with these things. And it was really serious, but at the same time, you saw like their strength as individuals, being able to still live a good life, still try to move forward, you know, raise your child that was a product of rape, but raise her with so much love, because some people raise their kids with hatred toward how they got here. And that's why I like Tashina, because like she was able to go past that. Even what happened to her with her dad, just dropping her off. Your mama dead, bye. Like, you know, like all these different things like could have broken any of them. And I appreciate them being as strong as they were, having the mom on drugs, dad on drugs, all these different things. But they made a way.
Yes, you ain't gotta be who you know.
No, right?
You do not like you.
And Aunt Rhonda, like you said, she was I'm glad that she was able to step in for her.
Oh yeah.
I think that's she's a big deal, you know, of why Tashina, you know, was as strong as she was.
And then she had no men around. Yes, I salute her. Like I love her. Like she wasn't playing. She's amazing. Bella Mama, like what the hell? Like okay.
I don't know how she left that man. Talking about they were friends.
With the key and shit. Like she's just making. I get you want to get your rocks knocked off. Do that shit on lunch. Don't bring that in your house with your kids. Like, oh man. Okay, I'm done.
So it's very serious. This book is very it touches hard, it touches deep, and she does a good job of pulling us in and letting us see it and letting us feel their pain. Because even though McKinley didn't talk, I felt that pain of him holding on to that, knowing that if he did something could have changed, you know.
Right.
And that hurt him, and like I felt that for him too. So yeah, she did an amazing job. It was so deep. Like it's
what's her name? Scales.
Sabrina B. Scales. So thank you, Sabrina B. Scales, for Plus, because not only H-Town, that's our home, but like all of this is home in so many different ways. Like all of it did.
I've only taken English 1 in college, you know, but them typos was horrible. Like, how? Like, okay, typos really bad, and I'm not
at
it. But I think you need to do better with that for real. That's it.
Hey, unbiased.
It was a lot in there. It was, and some of them made me go back. I had to go back and read to see if she was talking about Kenny or if she was talking about Tashina.
Did she say him and then her? Like,
I had to pause. Like, I had to walk away sometimes, you know, because I can't, like, it does, like, it's a cringe that happens within me when I see something like so big, like, you know, just things that could have been caught, it should have been caught. But then once you get past, you know, it and try to, like, focus on the story, it was a great story. But yeah, like that part was a hindrance in the beginning. Story-wise, that's why I'm giving a 4.5. I'm not judging off of the grammatical stuff because it happens. I know it happens. I mean, just gotta get that checked out better than that. But anyway, we're gonna get off of that. The story was great.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah. So that's August, Book of the Month, Plus by Sabrina.
Birthday month.
I know, right? All right, that's all we got. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
Yeah.
Ciao.